So the reason I really wanted to start this video is mainly because, as you saw in my last video, which is right up here, in my last tournament, I shot one over, which isn't bad by any means, but I missed about 5, 6, or 7 birdie putts. I missed a lot of par saving putts, which led me to bogeys and double bogeys and so forth and so on. So I'm going to take 1 week. I'm going to take 7 days and throw 300 putts a day and see if that makes me a better disc golf putter. All right, let's see if this works.
Okay, so how this is gonna work is I've set up 3 discs. One right here, one back there, and one right over here.
Each disc has its own angle. The one right by the drains is pretty much a little dead flat, but there's weird footing. The one on the soccer field is dead straight, and the one is kind of up a hill off into the left. So I kind of have 3 different variant putts from 15 feet. I'm gonna be throwing 50 from each one, and then I'll tell you what's next. So I've worked up a little bit of a sweat, and I didn't think I would be doing that, but it's starting to get a little hot out here in Charlotte. But anyway, so I'm halfway done with this session so far. I've thrown 150 putts. So far, I've made about 120, 130 from about 15 feet, which is good, but not great. You know, I really want to get that 15-foot number anywhere between 280 out of 300, 290 out of 300. I want to get it so dialed in to the point where if I have a 15-footer in tournament, I'll be good to go. So yeah, let's go hit 150 more. Day 1 is in the books. I threw right over 500 putts, and that's because I like to warm up with about 100, 150 putts. Then I set up 6 stations that are about 15 feet, or actually they are 15 feet away from the basket, all right? And then I threw 50 from each station, which gives you the number 300. All right, so today, day 1 was the focus on 15-foot putts. I will see you all on day 2. So the Paul McBeth drill, very, very simple. You are going to line up 5 or 6 different discs. One lining up at 35 feet, 30 feet, 25, 20, 15, and 10 feet. All right, if you make 3 out of 3, you move back a disc. If you make 2 out of 2, you stay at that disc. And if you make 1 out of 3, you have to move back up 1 disc.
Nice.
Mando fam, you can hear the wind today. It is day 3. The camera shut off yesterday. Nonetheless, what we are doing today is we are doing a drill where we are going to really be focusing on our back leg, generating power from our back leg. And then the other thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be focusing on one link and one chain specifically. So I'm really just going to be dialed in this putting session, locking my eyes on one chain, generating power from my legs, and that is it. So let's get into it. So you can see behind me we have a 10-foot marker, 15-foot marker, and 20-foot marker. Like I said in the intro, all we're going to be doing is focusing on that back leg power, and also just honing in on one link and one chain only. sponsored, but These are awesome. Planters, honey roasted cashews. Bring snacks out with you, bring water with you. It is 90 degrees for the first time out here in North Carolina as I'm recording this. I got done with all of my putting drills when it comes to bouncing off that back leg, really generating the power from that back leg, but then also focusing on the one length chain. Now I'm gonna do my finishing drill, which is I put 3 discs out, 15, 20, and 25 feet. I make 10 out of 10 from each station, then I'm done. Basically, I gotta make 30 straight putts. Usually it takes about 30 minutes. Hopefully I can get it down to 10 soon. But that's how you get better at practicing. I'll see y'all on day 4. Mando fam, it is day 4 and we are here at my parents' backyard. And today we are gonna be putting practice by getting more pop on my putt. And then also, again, just practicing from 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 feet. I have a spreadsheet that I will be putting up at the end of this video. And you can see kind of the progression. So far, so good. Day 3 was actually my worst day putting. Day 1 was all right, kind of the assessment. Day 2, I got better. Day 3, I got worse. Hopefully today I can get better. My putt during warm-ups was feeling good. So we're gonna be focusing on getting more pop on that putt, making sure it releases flat and I can also get some speed on it. "10 feet today, round 1, we were actually 20 for 20, 100%. Let's go to 15. All right, Mando fam, I'm excited for the final day of this video because that's when I'm really gonna test myself. That's when I'm gonna show you the spreadsheet that I've been filling out for the past couple of days or the past week. And you will really see if this has really helped, all right? But as you saw right there, 10, 15, 20 feet. I'm starting to feel it dialed, which is exactly what I wanted all of this video to be. I did set 1. I got 2 more sets to go. I'll be out here for a little bit, but that's how you get better. Practice. I'll see y'all on day 5. So I'm recording this in the car because it's just too windy, quite frankly, and the mic would just be picking up all the wind and it'd be super annoying. But essentially my plan for today is right here. And all we're gonna be doing is practicing on the tailwinds, the headwinds, and the crosswind putts. And this is exactly what they do to your disc, all right? I'm gonna be focusing on 10 to 15 footers because essentially if you are putting or if you are playing around in very windy conditions, you have a good chance you're gonna have a 15, 20 footer for par. So really focusing on making those in the headwind, tailwind, and crosswind. So let's get it. All right, first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna be focused on these headwind putts, then we'll move to tailwind putts, then we'll move to crosswind putts. First up, headwind.
Bruh.
You saw how bad that was. I just hope I don't get a headwind putt because I do not. Oh my gosh. So 20 out of 20 there. I'm like 10 times more comfortable throwing into the tailwind than the headwind. I hope I'm faced with more tailwind putts than headwind putts, but you can't choose kind of which direction you putt in, especially when it comes to being a really windy round, because that wind can just push the disc. So now we got to move back to 15 feet. Insane to see how wind really affects the disc. So I ended up putting pretty good in the tailwind from 15 feet, which is good, which is exactly what you want to do. But now we got to go to the crosswind, so let's do that.
Nice shot!
So, putting in the wind. I did pretty good today. I'm pretty proud of myself for putting in the headwind, crosswind, and tailwind. And if I am faced with a 10 or 15 footer in a tournament out in the open and not in the woods, I'd feel pretty confident in draining it, which is exactly what I wanted to take away from this putting session. That is day 5. Day 6 tomorrow. I got a good one in store for you, so I'll see you then. Pure on day number 6. What's going on, guys? We are here, and today what we are going to be doing is we're going to be going on and working through our routine. All right, all we're going to be doing today is we're going to be practicing 10, 15, 20 footers, and the main point of it is just going through our routine. That's the biggest part, making sure that you feel comfortable stepping up to a putt, doing whatever you need to do, and deliver.
Let's go.
Now, before we get started, let me tell you exactly how my routine goes, so you're gonna see it time in and time out throughout day number 6. All right, what I like to do is I like to put my front foot forward towards the basket, my chest up, my back leg is right behind me. I put a lot of my weight on that back leg so I can fire off it like we talked about on day 3. I like to put my index finger on the rim like so, and with a little bend. I like to tap my back leg 3 or 4 times, put the weight on it, bring it down, and deliver. I like to really look at one link and one link only, and right after that, I just look at that link until I deliver the disc, and then I know if it's a good putt or not. All right, so that is my routine. I'll be doing that for probably the next hour, hour and a half, and really just making sure I feel dialed from 10, 15, 20 feet. So I think the tempting part here is when you're at 10 feet and in, it is very easy to not go through your routine, but you have trained your brain to go through your routine to make a putt. So every time you have a putt, just go through your routine, make that brain know what you're about to do, and then deliver. All right, so I was 20 for 20 on those 10 footers. Let's move to 15. Alrighty, so 18 of 20 or 17 of 20 right from 15 feet. Feeling dialed with it, but I just had a couple bad releases, so still feeling good about it. Let's go to 20.
Okay.
All right, really good way to end that 20-foot session. That's about it. So I'll see you all on day number 7, the last day, the test day. Stay tuned for that, because I got something fun for y'all. Mando fam, it's day number 7, the final day, and I'm very, very excited. It's actually kind of crazy how it can go from 90 degrees and I'm sweating out here to wearing a pullover in just 2 or 3 days. But anyway, so today's the test day. We're gonna put everything together and really determine whether 300 putts a day is making me a better putter or not. We're gonna fire from that back leg. We are going to spin the putt more. We are going to focus on one chain. We're gonna go through my routine. We're gonna do all these things. And the test is going to be putting 5 discs out at different 10, 15, 20, 25 foot increments. And I gotta make 5 out of 5, all right? And then I'm gonna do that over and over and over again until I feel confident, probably 25 out of 25 or something like that. So that's the main test, but the real test is going to be my normal, the spreadsheet that I've made, which is 10 feet, 15 feet, 20 feet, 25 feet, and 30 foot increments. My percentages hasn't made me a better putter. Wait until the end of this video or the end of this day, and I'll sit down with you and I'll discuss it, all right? So let's do exactly what I just said. Mando fam, that is a wrap on does 300 putts a day make you a better putter? And I can quite honestly say it makes me feel a better putter and a more confident putter. But let's head on over and sit down and look at the stats and really see if it is making me a better putter. Cool? Cool, let's go. Mando fam, here we are, and it is time to look at the results on whether or not 300 putts a day for a week made me a better putter. So without further ado, let's look at the results. From 10 feet, I improved by 10%. From 15 feet, I improved by 15%. From 20 feet, I improved by 16.7%. From 25 feet, I've improved by 15%. And from 30 feet, I've improved by 10%. So essentially what I did is I looked online, and on Reddit there was someone that actually made a Google Doc specific for disc golf putting practice, which was awesome. And then I just fine-tuned it so I could practice on the things that I really wanted to practice, which is just circle one putting. Now, over the course of the week, I have noticed so much about my putting. And this is one thing that I want you guys to do as well. If you really want to take that next step in your game, if you want to lower your score, you have to putt. You really have to practice putting, because that is how you score. And like I said, over the course of a couple days, I realized so much was wrong about my putting that on day 5, 6, and 7, I was fine-tuning the things that I was already changing. There was other things, like I was keeping my nose angle down and not up, which is why I was hitting the bottom of the cage so much. You know, there was just so many things like that, and why I was actually putting so poorly in normal rounds. So now when I go out and play rounds, I've already played 2 rounds since actually doing all these putting videos for a week and everything like that, and I have felt so much more confident inside 25 feet. And even though when I look at my 25-foot stats, I was at 60% or 65% at best. And at the beginning, I was hitting maybe half of my putts. You know, I was throwing 20 putts and I was only hitting about 8 or 9. But now when I step up and I have a 20 or 25 foot putt, I feel like I have a 75 to 80% chance of draining, which is exactly what I wanted to come from this. I really want to take my game to the next level. So if you want to take your game to the next level, I highly suggest that you just go out to the field, find a basket, and if you don't have a basket, go to your local course, and there is most likely going to be a practice basket there. Just practice 10, 15, 20 foot putts. When you're comfortable with 10 feet, go 15, 20, 25, so forth and so on. You're going to learn so much about your putt that you probably didn't even know was the issue about your putt. So has putting 300 putts a day made me a better putter? 100%. 100%. And I highly suggest that this is something that you should do too. Anyway, guys, that is it for today's video. I have really been focusing on quality of the content more than quantity of the content. So I really want to make sure I'm putting out a really, really good polished video for all of you to view and enjoy watching, rather than just rushing out 5 videos a week of just disc golf stuff. So yeah, it's been 2 weeks since I've uploaded, but it's for good reason. So I have a lot of fun content ideas coming up, and I hope you'll stay tuned for that. If you will, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I'll see you all later. Peace out.